What is up, traders? In today's video, we're going to discuss the trade I took today on EURCAD, what I was looking at, and why I took it. So stick around. What's up, traders? My name is Heath, and this is Trade Talk. In today's video, we're going to discuss the EURCAD. Now, today was N.F.P, non-farm payrolls, and I knew that going into the day. I don't know what the numbers are. I don't care what the numbers are. I'm a firm believer that news just is a catalyst to push price in the direction it was already going to go. Now, with that being said, this is a daily chart right here on the CAD. And let me get rid of some of these lines real quick and then I'll bring them back up. Now, if you look at these candles here, these two candles, the very close of this daily candle here, the close of this candle, and the open of this candle, if you would have a line there, which I do, there it is right here. So basically you can see what happened yesterday, right? We pushed up all the way up to here. We took out the highs of this candle market structure here. So we purged all the liquidity residing above there. And then we rejected. And we rejected semi-hard because this right here was obviously a green candle and a green or a strong bullish candle. But it ended up becoming a weak candle and closed weak. It closed back below this level. So when I noticed that, I opened this chart this morning. It's the first time I've looked at EURCAD in probably 3 to 5 days. So I had no idea that any of this was happening. I'm only telling you that just so that way you can understand how important it is that you learn the knowledge that I'm dropping on these videos every single day. Because just by looking at the chart, I was able to come up with a trade idea in literally 5 seconds. Now, here is this area. Okay, candle pushed back down hard. On an 8-hour time frame, we closed a strong bearish engulfing. Okay, now what I was looking for this morning was a push up into this area or a rejection. Actually, I wasn't looking for that at all. Like I said, when I pulled up the chart, where we were was about in this area here, and you can see delineated with this red line. This is the exact entry price of my short, and this greenish blue line is the exact stop loss that I threw on the trade. But what I was just wanting to explain is this was a strong close back below this market structure, and it's a daily market structure, okay? Daily market structure. The daily market structures are the strongest when you're looking for intraday time or intraday scalps. Weekly and monthly structure is also very strong. However, I was just looking at this market structure and what price was telling me that it did yesterday. Yesterday it pushed up above it, and when it came back down, if this was bullish, it would have held support here on possibly an hourly or a 2-hour time frame, and then you would have seen a slight push up. That's how bullish charts work. This is a bearish chart. So if I go into an hour, you will see here, this was yesterday, and then we came back up and closed an hour above the market structure. This line right here is the daily market structure line. So we closed an hour above that, which would indicate bullishness. However, the very next candle took out the low of this candle. Or not the low, but it dropped below the open of this candle. Now, that in itself means nothing to me because it closed back above this market structure line. You see that? It pushed down and then closed back above. However, when this candle, because when I actually pulled open the chart and seen it, it was on this candle right here. This candle was in the process of being formed, and we were already below the low of this candle and the low of the previous candle. So I instantly knew right then and there that I wanted to go short. And the time that I took the trade, I knew N.F.P was just around the corner. So instead of waiting for a retest, I got short on this candle right here. So let me just pull this up for you guys real quick. Just bear with me. This is the actual photograph that I took when I took the trade. I document every single one of my trades. Now I did not post this in the chat room because it's important for you guys to understand our Telegram chat room is not a signal service. I do not provide service for the signals for the other members. It is an educational chat room. We are teaching the newer traders what to look for, how to trade, everything you can think of, down to the very basics. So when I took this, like I said, I always document by taking a photograph of every single trade. That way I can go back and study what I did right, what I did wrong. And I suggest you guys do the same. You can see that we made a strong push down below, took out the low of this last up closing candle on a 15-minute basis, okay, and closed below it. On this candle's push up, I was kind of wanting it to push up back all the way to this line, but once I seen that this candle, I know it's hard to see, guys, and I can't make it any bigger. It's not gonna. I don't think the photograph's not gonna get bigger. So once this candle right here did make that retest, it pushed down and then traded back up and then back down again. So I kind of felt within my heart that we wasn't going to go back up and test that line. So I just got short there. And I threw my stop above this last up closing candle. Because the way I look at it when I go into a trade, if we push up back above this up close candle, I no longer want to be in the trade, because chances are it's either going to be range bound or it's going to go higher. The fact that we stayed back up below that and really never even went back up to my stop or my entry, I knew I was in the right side. I was on the right side of the market. Let me go down to a 3-minute time frame real quick and I'll show you what I'm talking about. There was right at N.F.P. Right at N.F.P. Where are we at here? Okay, here we are. Right at N.F.P. is this candle right here. Let me get it bigger so you guys on mobile can see what I'm talking about. This candle was 3 minutes before N.F.P. Okay, this is a 3-minute chart. So 3 minutes before N.F.P, we have a strong bullish move. And at the time, I'm thinking, well, just look at the close of this candle and the open of this candle and follow my cursor all the way to over to the left side of the chart. You will see that there is some resistance there, indicated by these highs, these equal highs here, and then a break above, and then a retest of that area. So that indicates an area of resistance, now support. So when we come back down into this area and then have a strong bullish move like that, I'm starting to think, maybe I'm wrong. So then N.F.P happens, and then we have a stronger push up, and that was the closest price ever came back to my entry. I never moved my stop until my target was hit. I was targeting this line, which was yesterday's low. Yesterday's low, right here. Boom, low of day for yesterday. That was my target. Why was that my target? I was aiming for the buy stops underneath this level. When I say buy stops, they're actually sell stops. People got long here thinking price is going to continue higher, so these are sell stops. So I was aiming for that area to purge that liquidity. That's why I had my take profit just 1 pip above this line to take 2/3 of the position size off. Once this target got hit, I moved my stop down to break even. And since then, this continuation has made the initial 2/3 of the position was less than how much profit the 1/3 position is sitting in right now. This is the reason I do that, because I know that if there is going to be continuation, then I will still be in the trade. Obviously, I'm not going to be full size, but you can't trade full size all the time. You're never going to nail the entirety of the move, ever. If you're a newer trader and you're trying to catch tops and bottoms, it's never going to happen. Get that idea out of your head right now. you're in the right you're in the right place to learn how to do this and do it right, to the point to where the information that I am sharing on this channel is life-changing information. I know that sounds like I'm boasting or bragging, but I am not. I'm being honest with you. When you finally get what I'm trying to say, and then you go back in time and backtest everything, you will see that what I am saying has merit. The guys in the chat rooms can already tell you that it has merit because I post winning trades in there all the time, several times a week in some cases. So that's how I looked at this, knew I wanted to be short. Obviously, I did not think that this was going to happen. There's no way to know if continuation is going to happen or not. Only time can tell you if it is going to happen. So this is why I take 2/3 of my position size off, just in case there isn't going to be any continuation, just in case the market does decide to go back up and take my face off. But at that point, it's already too late. It's already game over because I have already had willing sellers down here that I could, offload my position. Because how do you exit a short? You have to buy back in. So if people are down here willing to sell, well, you know what? I'll sell. I'll let you buy it from me because that's the way it is. That's the way you're supposed to trade. Buy low, sell high. And if you're short, sell high and buy low. So you guys have an opportunity ahead of you to actually study what I'm saying. I know I'm not the most charismatic talker in the world. I know my videos are kind of long and dreary. However, the information is absolute platinum. It's platinum. It's the best information on YouTube as far as scalping intraday these markets. So throw me a like, hit that subscribe button, and I'll talk to you Sunday for my weekly outlook. Thanks, guys.